Yeah, buddy. Cheese grits and NyQuil. This is Western Massacre Locksport. I'm going live for no other reason than I didn't see anybody else on live anymore. I just got home from work. I was hoping to jump into picking with Labs and Mountain Mick, and neither one of them are on right now anymore. So, not a sponsor. Diet Coke. Yeah, buddy. What's up, Black Smoke Joe? Thanks for jumping in. It's going to be probably a quick one tonight because I was going pretty hard last night, but I got a couple things in the mail that I want to show. And nothing of serious consequence, but it adds to my giveaway a little bit, so that's cool, which is coming Sunday night. We do have the giveaway Sunday night at 11 p.m., and I will not be live again after this until then. I do want to do a little bit of picking to unwind from my day, and I'd like to actually clear out my bench of challenge locks because I had 5. I've picked 3. I'm down to 2. I'd like to get them out of here so I can focus on this other lock that has come. And once that's picked, I'm great. Mr. Wild Billiam, how are you, buddy? I have not checked out the CMFXA Halloween stuff. What's the story there? I'm actually waiting on an envelope from him. I need to reach back out to him to make sure he hasn't forgotten. But what's the Halloween stuff? Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check it out. He's I love his products. I've got 2 of them. I got the Bylock. For those of you that don't know, this thing here is absolutely nasty. Cool. Yeah, I might have to buy one just to support him. Labs, I was hoping to catch you, but you're already off. And then I got this gnarly Abus from him. Now I can't get the key out. What is it with me and getting keys stuck in locks? Like, all right, there it is. This gnarly G. Keyman. Good to see you. Love it that you always are willing to jump in. Like, no notice. I don't give notice usually. Just go live because I'm a butthole. Again, I only went live tonight because everybody else was off. I was not looking to do it, but I want to pick, and I figured I would go ahead and go live. Let me pull up my chat here so that I can see it. And drop the volume so I'm not echoing on myself. And yeah, I actually have a projector that I'm thinking about projecting a big cheese grits and NyQuil shield on the wall for when so I got some sort of backdrop. I need to clear out some of this shit. I got a lot of stuff accumulating that I need to just go through and get rid of. And then I'll be happy. The war room is getting a little bit cluttered, and more clutter leads to more clutter. I'm gonna turn it around here actually and focus on the bench now that we got some people here. I got some stuff. I got an envelope today. I was talking about Walt Cade last night on my live feed. I got an envelope from him. I had sent him a few stamps and a Sacy. And I asked for some Jimmy Long's identifiers because if you look up here, right, I've got a lot of Jimmy Longs in here, but they can get mixed up really, really easily. So I got some, I asked, I think for purple, maybe pink. I like purple and pink. I like 80s purples and pinks, hence the purple in the back. I know Chuck Soup is a fan of purple as well. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, we got some green, some little green buttons to help identify which Jimmy Longs are so you can keep your sets together. See what else is in here. I don't necessarily want to open them all, but we will open a few of them at least. I got one gnarly pick that I use for everything I probably shouldn't. We'll use that to pop staples because I don't have one of those nifty staple alligators. Soon as if I come across the purple, then that'll be the ones I immediately start with. Yeah, it's definitely the Lock C Stew. Let me pull this pop-out chat out. There we go, now I can see beautifully. Rob Pick, Zoe the Cat. Wow, you guys showed up on zero notice. Thank you so much. Oh, this might be a purple. Might also be a black. No, it's a blue. These are kind of cool. I'm imagining they just go in the hole. Not sure which hole. I think this hole. They look like this hole. Yeah, so I gotta say, the last 48 hours has been something for me. I've had really hard days, like outside of the lock community, and coming home from work and getting into the lock community has been a complete joy. Last night was unbelievable. I get home to a beautiful challenge lock that was built by our one and only Stang. And was it Sorry Sad Rattler? What was it called? It was a cool name. Silly Sad Rattler. That kicked my night off with a bang, like a bang. And it just led to, yeah, there's some more green. Yeah, more green. Cool. It led to me continuing down the rabbit hole of challenge locks that I have, and I got 3 of them picked. So that literally kicked my night off. That was an amazing kickoff. And then today, I'll give a shout out to Phantasm Picks. My man gave Archibald a shout out. Yeah, buddy. Amazing video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's in Mick's giveaway for Halloween. I laughed immensely hard. I have never been a muse for anybody. So that actually just floored me. I appreciate the fact that somebody watched my video, was inspired even a little bit to do something, and then joined in on Mick's giveaway with a very well thought out and well presented costume. Like, it was awesome, absolutely fantastic. It's fantastic, as Archibald would say. So I think this is going to be the last pack I open because I haven't come across purple yet. Thank you so much, Nola. But yeah, I've never been anybody's muse, and I was a muse for Phantasm Picks, and it was a really great video that they put out. Like, fantastic video. Okay, so these go in here. Is that what I'm? No, they must go here. Yeah, they go down here, I guess. There's 2 pieces. Is that what I'm seeing? I've never used these. Yeah, there's 2 pieces. So there's a cap and a thing. These were printed by Mr. Walt Cade. And I appreciate that he does this for us. You send him a self-addressed stamped envelope, and he'll print you up some stuff. These are I'm gonna give these out with the Jimmy Longs give outs too, to help people keep their Jimmy Longs straightened out. Yeah, very cool. I don't think they fit in there, but they might. We're going to throw one more on, and then we are going to move on to the next parcel. The next parcel is quite important to me. It comes from Broke Picks, and I really appreciate that Broke Picks has sent me this, because we all know as you start to progress through the belts, the locks start getting a little pricey, and just buying them just to pick them once doesn't make any sense, especially when you own multiple versions of basically the same lock. So I have picked a DeGuard 5-pin and pin interactive multi-lock clone. All right, I'm struggling here with my fat fingers. I'll deal with this one later. Looking here is, yeah, this is my short hook. This is the one I'm probably going to go to anyways. Is that my short hook? It's hard to tell sometimes. No, I got them all scrambled up here. It looks like. Again, not too worried about it. We got calipers. We'll get it all figured out. Yeah, here's my short hook, and it's already labeled. Yeah, good. All right, so thank you, Mr. Walt Cade. We're going to put these to good use, and some of these are going to be going in with the Jimmy Longs giveaway that's happening on Sunday night. Get these out of here. We also have this lock from, I don't even need this, but I'm going to use it because I like to use my scalpel. We got this lock from Mr. Broke Picks. Very generous person with his time, with his knowledge, with everything. Oh, Brotherhood poker chips. Broke. You just floored me, buddy. We got Broke Picks. Do I have a Broke Picks up here yet? I might have one up here. I don't. That's going up. I got a Spicy Nug. Lockjaw Manufacturing. This is cool. That's a patch. That's a patch. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, very cool. Thank you. There's more than what I thought there was in here. And there we go. A Broke Picks. Friendship isn't about who you've known the longest. It's about who never left your side when you needed them most. That is absolutely a fact. Thank you, Broke. I appreciate your knowledge. I appreciate your generosity, your willingness to share your knowledge, and just you're a good dude, man. You've made a difference in my lock picking journey, and I'm sure you've made a difference in many other people's as well along the way. Just remember that, like, small wins are massive. They add up. The fact that people are sending me challenge locks, like that tells me something. People want me to get their challenge locks, tells me something. People watch my videos and go, yeah, I can do that. And then they go and do it. Like that that makes me so happy. Like, it floors me. I was hoping to get to 200. I'm now over 260 in a few weeks of just running this giveaway and just basically starting up this channel. And I mean, the channel was started for something else a while ago, so I had at least the basic minimums to start making lives right away, which was cool. But like, this has gotten much bigger, much faster than I ever anticipated. And things like this make everything worth it. Like, thank you. So Brooks has loaned me a lock, and this is the lock that I am going to get my purple belt on. I need one more purple pick, and this is going to be it. Is it going to be tonight? Probably not. But it will probably be this weekend. Maybe I'll pick it, and then once I get it picked, I'll do my giveaway. So you guys might be watching me for a long time on Sunday. Wouldn't that be horrible? Labs Broke is definitely the man, without a doubt. As well as G. Keeman, like the combined knowledge between the two of them and their willingness to share that knowledge is something that shouldn't be taken lightly. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pins, interactive. I don't know which one this is. The 5-pin interactive. It's pin and pin, I'm assuming. Yeah, it is pin and pin. I don't know what type of pins are in there. I'm going to assume they're spools, just like the other one. I should probably take it apart to see. I should. Am I going to? After I pick it, I will. This is fantastic. All right. So where are we? What are we doing? We're doing challenge locks. This is definitely to come, though. I can't, let me rephrase that. We are going to attempt to do challenge locks. All too often have I said, we're going to do challenge locks, to just not get into a challenge lock. And the ones that I have remaining have been very, very serious for me. We got Elroy's Toys CL2. I got a big fat opened yes or no, and right now it's a no, which is starting to really get on my nerves. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we need to get this one picked for our boy Elroy's. This was made and sent to me for my giveaway challenge, contest, whatever we want to call it. And just that alone makes me want to pick it, but the fact that it's like playing tennis against a wall. It's relentless. Okay, got lots of light here, and let me get out my big jeweler's glasses so I can see into the keyway a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I can see the Martians on the moon with these glasses. All right. Get out my beautifully decorated Jimmy Longs. I need to reach out to Walt and see if he's able to print me a few specific things. If I send him the the print files, there's a couple of disc detainer training apparatuses I feel I need. This keyway is intimidating. It really is. Ooh, lot of forgiveness there. So let's hope we get into this right away. I would love to cross this off the honeydew list. This one's giving, like, I'm losing sleep over this one. In case you guys don't know, Terrafon has gotten his purple belt. Him and I were kind of neck and neck there for a little while, and now he has pulled into the lead, doing the exact same pick that I'm actually about to attempt in the next couple of days. Multi-lock as well as a interactive clone. I can get into the interactive clone, so hopefully I can get into this multi-lock. Although the other interactive clone I have is proven to be a nightmare. All right, come on, buddy. Guarantee something to do with this first pin. Either I'm oversetting it or it is the key to it all, one or the other. Okay. Little core rotation I seen happen right there. Again, I like to point it out, but that doesn't mean anything. Especially when it's just a little bit. Okay. Pin 2 feels okay. Pin 1 I think is overset, but I just dropped some stuff. Kind of a reset. I don't know why this thing is so difficult, but it is. There's a little pin in the back that fits into the spring. It almost looks like a wafer on a stick. That one might be causing some problems. I don't think I've ever picked a pin like that before. This is ETZ, Challenge Lock 2 from Elroy's Toys. I don't know if the ETZ is part of the name or if it's just abbreviation for Elroy's Toys. Either way, this lock is definitely giving me problems. It is a challenge. That's what I wanted. That's what I got. And I think once I get them handled, I am going to take a hiatus from challenge locks for a brief period and just focus on belting locks and more into my high security locks that I have. I would like to get at least a purple pick on that bilock, if not a brown. I should just like take it straight back to double black and leave it there and just work on picking that. Like, that alone is awesome. I really wish I could see somebody else pick this damn thing so I know that it's actually pickable. I feel like it opens with a key, so it's got to be pickable. Got to be. Okay, come on. Labs, I was trying to jump in your live feed, but you cut it short, my man. You still around? If you are, what happened? Just get tired? All right, reset. My artist friend Stephen Leahy is putting together a video of the unboxing of the Learn to Lockpick package that I sent him. I sent him a pretty good setup to get started picking locks with. He expressed some interest, and he supports the channel. So I sent him a care package. He actually got in on the giveaway too, and I said, you know what? I got some stuff, as well as like one more super entry level Jimmy Long's beginner kit. Like, I'll send that to you, whether you're in the giveaway or not. And he was very appreciative, so I sent it off to him with a book on how to pick locks and some stickers and some locks. And like, I sent him a Sparrows, was it the, might have been the night school picks. I don't know, it was a 4 or 5 piece Sparrows pick set. No, it wasn't night school. It was the they're nice picks, regardless which ones they are. Oh, there we go. There's a little something that I needed to hear. I don't know if there's more to that. No, we're good there. Pen 1 feels good. Pen 2, rock solid. Last night people were saying if the pins are rock solid, leave them alone. Sometimes that's all I have are pins that are rock solid. I don't claim to know what I'm doing. I claim to get lucky. And that's kind of it for me. There is a little bit of feedback reading that I'm able to do, but that's not always the case. I don't like this tensioning on this. I wonder if this is something I can float tension, or if I need to float tension it. I don't think I need to, but I feel like I can't rotate it back. Maybe I'm just putting too much tension on it in the first place. I know that back pen is tiny, so I don't know how it relates in terms of the key. Yeah, it's a pretty high lift pen, so it's hard to tell if that's doing what it should or not, or if I need to go higher. And Delbert, what's going on? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Yeah. So doing that, I get a release in the core and I get some rotation, but I know there's some threading in here that is probably causing me to hang up. That I know. Ask me how I know? Because I took it apart out of frustration. But, okay. Pin 1 feels set. Pin 2, I don't know. After pin 1, I don't know what's going on in here. Pin 3 feels like it. There we go. Wow. Am I picking wording one way? What the hell am I picking here? I think it was Spicy Nug said I've never opened a lock without picking the wording too. Setting all the wording. It all needs to be set. He also gave me a shout out. I had a little cameo in his latest video. He was doing a challenge lock, watching me do challenge locks, and I guess I gave him a second wind because they were popping off last night. So he went back at it and he got a bitchin' open on a pretty nice challenge lock. Brian Break Shit, what's going on? Yeah, phenomenal at picking Warden. That shit don't stand a chance. You got Warden? It's picked. It's picked open immediately. At this point, I've got more hours into picking this than I do into picking my DeGuard. And I picked the DeGuard a lot. Half diamond. We're gonna use half diamond and try to brute force some of these pins. I like this pick. This is my go-to enforcer pick. Pins don't want to behave. I just stick this in there and ham fist it. All right. And come on, what kind of garbage is this? I think it was like my first video. I was trying to do, trying to pick something. And it was my first, but it was one of my first. And I said, yeah, if this was the end of the world and all the food was behind this lock, it'd be friggin' dead. Everybody with me would be dead. We would not make it. That's how I feel right now. All right. Elroy's, I'm mad at you, dude. We got the other one, though. Vexed. Just the name makes me cringe. Cheese Wizard has made this. And the Chiz Wizard. It is a Euro challenge. That's right, buy with the hammer. Yeah, I got you before you could take it back. Okay. This lock also gave me a hard time last night. It gave me a hard time when I first tried to pick it. Somebody asked me a while ago, I used to work with this guy. He said, if you were on a desert island, somebody offered you food or like a gold bar, what would you take? I said, the gold bar. He goes, why? You can't buy any food with it. I go, because I'm going to hit you across the head with it and take your food. And then when I get back to the mainland, I'm going to buy a car and drive to the nearest restaurant. That's why I want the gold bar. It double duties. Crack you across your pea head with the gold bullion and take your food. Ah. Okay, that one might be, no. Is this one of those bottom of keyway, top of keyway situations? Yeah, this might be the situation. I do like this keyway though. It's pretty wide open, although I'm not getting any. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, everything's overset now. The whole lock is in a state of being overset after that one push. Let's try to tension it this way. No, back that way. I don't know why I'm picking it down either. I think it's just to try and broaden my techniques and my abilities, because picking down is, well, for me, it's really awkward feeling. I struggled really hard on that Yale KM picking down. I got into it though. What is going on here, buddy? Yeah, okay. Time for proper Queen's English is over. We're going to speak American slang now. Made up words and profanity. Let's go. Yeah, that's a hard set, whatever that was. And come on, where's the open? At least give me one. These two locks have been furious with me. When I've had them for a little while now, and haven't put much time into this one. I've been really going after Elroy's lock. Yeah, I really wish Jimmy Long's made a half diamond. This is my go-to bully pick when I want to try and intimidate the lock. Just that big chunky hand in there, stabbing away at pins. I saw Lady Locks had a feed. I thought that was tonight, but it says it was yesterday, where they were doing challenge locks. And she's usually got some very talented pickers on her channel. None of which I've really had the pleasure to meet. I saw Vector Potential on there the other night, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago, and I've had some wonderful interactions with him. Which, if you don't know, he has recently been black belted, if you care. And he's very knowledgeable in the tool world, as far as lockpicker organized, the open organization of lockpickers. I am definitely going to work on forming a chapter of that, but I've got to get people to come to a lock-picking meetup first. I don't really have many takers. I got one guy that tunes into the channel every so often in the local area, that asked about it, and then like I don't see him. I don't hear from him. I don't know. I hope to meet the person. All right. Maybe we're gonna start picking on that on that multi-lock, since the challenge locks aren't playing friendly tonight. I might have to scratch the whole thing. Where are you located at, Nightmare? Hi and welcome. I didn't see you come in. Glad you're here. Those of you that are here, if you would take a moment and give me that beautiful thumbs up, that would be awesome. If you're here all of a sudden for a first time, I can always use your subscription. I don't get paid for this. I do it because I like to do it, but it would be cool to maybe get some people willing to send me locks from companies to pick. And the more people that I have that watch, the better my odds are of that. Because locks get pricey. And for locks, CMFXA Lock Shop supposedly just released a bunch of locks for a Halloween movement that he's doing. And that is my go-to for high-end locks, is that shop. I only really have two high-end locks, and they are not pickable by me. Not even close to being able to pick them. Although somebody who tuned into me picking on one of them, I believe is just opened theirs with 8 master pins in it. 8 out of 12 master pins. Now you got me really wanting to look at this thing. Like, I wish I could like pull up my internet with like a share screen, and I don't want to leave you guys hanging while I go and check this out. But I've got this beautiful Australian bilock that actually fits into this nutty Avis body. This thing is serious. It's 12 slider pins. Right now I've got it, and I've got all the master wafers to take this down to a purple, which it is right now. This is pinned out at a purple level lock. But when it is fully non-master pinned, it is a double black belt lock. And this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of metal. And then I've got this Avis SKG. I don't know if it's a 2 or a 1, but it's an SKG dimple lock that has interactive stuff going on, as well as side pins. So this is a brown belt, I believe. Those are the ones that, and I got both of those through CMFXA's lock shop. I have a hard time saying his name for some reason, but he runs a great business. Excellent customers, excellent, like beyond excellent customer service. Okay, Locke. I'm giving up on you tonight, too. You can only run into the same wall so many times before it starts to hurt. But these are the 2 I got left. Yeah, these are very much out of my skill level. I'm not even pretending like I have a chance at picking them. Someday they will get picked. Believe you me, they will get picked. We are going to go after this interactive multi-pick, multi-lock. 5 pin and pin, I believe it is. I'm pretty sure it's 5 pins. I hope it's 5 pins. Or if it's 4, at least all needs to be serrated, or sorry, spools. We are gonna go this route. Let's put the key in and make sure everything's operational before I spend an hour picking at it. I know my buddy Swamp got some of these awesome turners, the Hux turners. They are my favorite tensioners by far. My favorite tensioners for dimple picking. 44 Delta just responded to me. I asked him to print me a different tensioner for my Sparrow's pick, but the license on it it's a non-commercial license only. And when I asked for permission to use it, to pay somebody to do it, it wasn't granted. So he said he has one that he'll send me. I hope he does. And felt like he wasn't too interested in being involved with me, which kind of breaks my heart. I'm a good person, but it's okay. Like, I'm not for everybody. I get that. But hopefully he follows through, and I end up with this really bitchin' tensioner. But I would have loved to get it in that sexy purple. Would have loved to have gotten it through 44 Delta, because his print qualities are incredible, and he's got a lot of colors. Just noticed that Lockpicking Brotherhood is also purple. Ooh, I lost my chat. Give me a second, guys. There we go. We're back up. This, if you've never picked one of these styles of locks, this is really, really, really fun lock. Correction, it's a fun lock when you get it open. These pin and pins, like when you don't get them open, they are frustrating as all hell. Same, I guess, same as with anything. If you don't get it open, it's not necessarily fun. It is frustrating. These Hux picks, sometimes they work out and they're very, very helpful. And other times I just prefer to use the multi-picks. I've had better luck picking with the multi-picks. Uh-oh. Did we just do that? We just did that. Pick is stuck. That's one thing you got to watch out for with these dimple picks, is getting them stuck. They get stuck constantly. Here we go. We're gonna play some games with this. Yeah, that's nice. There we go. 2 days in a row. Here's my dude. I'm going after my purple right now, buddy. Got my purple stand, got my purple thing. I got a beautiful purple chip here. We are going after it. Yeah, the pin tumblers, man, like, they start getting... I don't know if you can get the black on just pure pin tumbler or not. Like, there's a secondary... there's a secondary security measure that is required for some of these higher end locks. Yeah, you're right. There's no try. There's either do it or don't do it. And right now I am not doing it. I tell my kid that all the time. I go, it's not just a quote from Yoda, man. That's how it is. You either do shit or you don't. Tell me you're trying to do it, do it. If it's not working, then change what you're doing. I'm probably 100% overset on all these pins. do it. Now I'm pulling out different picks like I know what I'm doing. Let's not get this twisted, guys. I do not know what I'm doing. And now I'm stuck again. Okay, I didn't drop my tension, so that's a good thing. Okay, maybe a little release there. The thing with the pen and pens is you're essentially picking each pen twice or more, which makes them kind of frustrating. Well, the Bilocks, those are similar to Pen and Tumbler. There's just more pens, and they operate a little bit differently because there's no driver pins, but you're picking a pen essentially. It's shaped a little differently. Those could probably suffice for some of those picks too. But they are not cheap. They're incredibly hard to come by. I've never even seen them until I came across this thing on CMFXA's website. And honestly, like, that doesn't mean anything either. I'm not that knowledgeable in the world of high security locks, but I've never seen one, and I'm absolutely in love with them. Had it apart more times than I care to, but because of that, I'm pretty comfortable with the lock. That's the one thing, my friends that don't gut locks, it's good for your soul to do so. It is intimidating. It does require tools and patience, and the occasional launching of a spring. Come on, what is the hold up here? Spicy. Thank you for the little shout out. I watched that video. It was great. Fun little cameo. I am trying to get my purple belt right now, and I am meeting my match on a multi-lock, non-clone, like an actual multi-lock. All I need to do is get this on camera and I'm good to go. Yeah, I usually go same direction. I'm going to do that right now. I don't like... I wish I had a big fatty one of these guys. Big fatty Boombalatti, but all I got is... I mean, this actually I can use Broke's little tensioning trick. Show that bad boy off. That's funny. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Were you here last night when I had to gut and reassemble the same Challenger lock like 6 times and then I bricked the damn thing? That was interesting. All on camera for everybody to watch. Like, I was about to call it a night and then I went ahead and... Yeah, I like really tight tensioners. Yeah, I bricked the hole in the wall lock by Nick Vitt and had to pick it from the back while tensioning to get the core back to where it needed to be. But I mean, it's good when that stuff happens on camera, because, you know, if it's happening to me and there's people that watch what I do that have less experience and are more intimidated than I am by some of this stuff. And it's good that they see it, because it's not the end of the world if you oops on a lock. Like, there's usually a way out. Some things are a little more intense than others, but you popped the guard with the Reaper wiper insert, really. How'd you have it in there? Just like that, or sideways like that? Which is funny, Spicy, because you pick at a much higher level than I do, for sure. You are much more accomplished of a picker. Pointing up. Like that? Long side in, yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing I say. I get lucky. Do I know what's going on? Still a little bit sometimes, but for the most part, it's determination that gets me into locks. Wanting to get it picked. I mean, that's kind of how it works on a lot of different things. Outer pin, then inner pin. I know I'm here to pick lock. Give me something metal and I'm going to stick it in there and move things around. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm not even good with locks below my level. I still have a crazy time on the American 1100s, although I do like to pick them from time to time. Yeah, that challenge lock you picked last night was like Nick Vitt makes some engineering marvels for sure. Yeah, this one, the Itachi, those pens are cheap. What are, like, that guy was mad. Are you talking about, which one did you pick from Nick Fit? What was the name of that? Oh yeah, no lube. That's right. Yeah, dry, just dry. You put the scar on it, or was it already there? Making it harder for other people, are you? He's got like 200 and some challenge locks in existence. Yeah, I would imagine. I know his, yeah, the one I picked, the hole in the wall that he made, there was some interesting stuff going on in there. Not to mention missing pens. I don't know if it was supposed to be that way, but the key doesn't touch the pin in the back. And the pin in the back is a severe taper. Like severe taper. Would this actually, like me tensioning this way, would that actually would they accept this as a tensioning method? I don't. People say you do. I do not. I do get feedback, but I don't feel counter rotation necessarily. Okay. That's what and then I need to stop doing what I was doing. If they would not accept that, I need to put the thing back in the hole. And that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Stuck pick, number 3. It's silly, it's silly like that. I don't understand why it happens so much. It happens constantly, though, in these locks. I mean, maybe it's just because of where the pick sits, or the pens sit. They're like pretty tight to the wall, so. Yeah, that's a good one. He's got the toggle on there, so I don't want to take pieces off his lock. Okay, let's reevaluate my life here. The interactive pen. The interactive pin is pin 2. The interactive is pin 2, okay. Pin 1 looks like a no set. So maybe I should stop touching pin 1. If it looks like a no set, stop touching it, ding dong. Actually, that's a high rise. These are no touchies back here, it looks like. It literally looks like that. Yeah, number 1 is a high lift. You are correct. The back pins are lows. I just noticed when I zoomed in the X's on it, there's some kind of numbering that's been gotten rid of. So we will start fighting with the front and work our way to the back. I need to get better handles because the multi-pick ones are great, but I only have two. And I don't want to sit there and keep changing tips out. And I have the rest in the little pin vices, but they don't clamp down very well. That's almost a perfect fit. Damn it. Yeah, usually that interactive pin you want to set a little higher is my understanding, but I can't really, I haven't opened enough to really weigh my opinion in on that. I just want to see that little multi-lock logo rotate. That's all I want to see. I am going to manifest it. I've got my challenges. I need to pull out a video. I went back and watched because I was interested. I know I picked my first challenge lock last night really quick, so I went back to check it out. 40 seconds. I was like, yeah, buddy, that is cool. Okay. I'm not getting anything on any of these pins. That's the problem. There we go. Pin 4. All of mine have it on the second pin, the interactive, but I think different companies or different lock styles might be different. I think Multi-Lock had a patent on that for a little while, so like theirs is the standard for that, but mine are all on Pen 2. The canards Actually, my canards don't have interactive pins. Yeah, I don't have one of those. I think this, I think Broke Picks told me this was his comfort lock at one time, and which is funny because it is making me very uncomfortable. Pin 5. I'm under it, but I don't hear any clicking, and I don't get any counter rotation. Killing me. Let's go. Nothing setting. Wonder if I need to go higher with my pushes, or if I'm just purely overset at this point. See, here comes the knowledge. Ask and you shall receive some. Yeah, it stepped from like don't. It literally is a staircase. But I'm not getting. I'm not getting any. See, like all that picking and nothing dropped when I took the tensioner out. So maybe I just need to try to shear the pins with so much tension. Get my big old fatty boombalatti back out. Max. What's a MAC? Max. Sorry for my ignorance. I'm learning here too. Ah, got you. Thank you for that. Which I just scrubbed underneath all my pins, and I don't hear, like, I don't get any feedback, which is kind of frustrating. Maybe because I'm trying to set like outer and inner at the same time, maybe. I'm not just grabbing one. Is that a real thing? Oh, don't get stuck. Yeah, I'm not like, I don't necessarily feel binders. That's half the problem here. Such a weird concept. Like, the pen doesn't bind. And when I tension the shit out of it, it also doesn't bind. But pen 4 and pen 5 never want to move. Those guys are always bound, it seems. And if they're almost zero lift, like, it's crazy. I feel like I want to mush them through the moon. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I need to switch flag side, because sometimes I feel like I get something from the left side that I couldn't get from the right, but even now, like, nothing. Ooh, ooh, nothing. Gotcha. I could just very well be just oversetting the shit out of these pens. That could be. I get no feedback through the tensioner at all. Yeah, I remember with the DeGard, like all of a sudden something happens and you're like, oh, we're making progress here. I do remember that being a real case scenario. And then all of a sudden you hit like an inner pin and it goes thunk, and you go into that beautiful deep falset. That's funny. I'm going for my purple tonight. Yeah, about that there, buddy. I know you got one under your belt, but can you really get two? Yeah, that's the way all my pin and pin picks have been. Like all of a sudden you just drop into a chasm of a deep set, false set, and then you just poke one little tiny pin and pin and open it goes. And usually I gotta set one of the inner pins prematurely. All right. Stretch the hands. Get the circulation going. This has been a totally horseshit live. Nothing has been opened. Nothing has been close to being open. And I don't think anything's going to get opened. What's up, Mr. Happy? Yeah, this has been I had a good run at it yesterday, but today isn't the same. I'm having a good time. The conversation's great. The knowledge being shared is great. I'm enjoying just picking at these locks and trying to learn the behaviors of them. Although those challenge locks that I'm struggling with are starting to get frustrating for sure. This one here is a interactive key 5 pin and pin multi-lock. Oh, okay. I got something happening. No, I got nothing happening. I lied to you. Pen 1 started doing something funny, but that's all make-believe. Why is everybody chopping up their Petersons? Yeah, I got my clone open, but and I actually got rather good at opening the clone. One of them. Spicy sent me a clone as well, and that one's kind of like a kick in the mouth too. I'm not even getting into a full set here. Like, not even a little one. Which is, I think that's the more frustrating part of it all. Like, it's just nowhere. Oh, there was a little feedback. A little bit of something. Now it's gone. It's like that one time in 2025 for about a fraction of a second, I had some feedback and it was good. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Start picking pin 1. Yeah, pin 1 doesn't give me reset. Start with 2. Yeah, oversetting to get something. That is very true. I get nothing from pin 1 though, so. See, I like to watch pin 1 when I'm picking, because then I have an idea of where I'm at, but that pin 1 keeps lifting while I'm on pin 2 and pin 3, so. Really? Okay, let's go with like a different tensioner. Let's see if one of these multi-pick bat wings works. Which I don't know how anybody feels about these. I do not like these tensioners. I don't know what it is. I don't like them. I need to really take the time and refinish all these hooks, picks, instead of just ramming a rough pick in there. Come on. Why won't you work with me? That's how I feel right now. Exactly how that looks. Oh, did I just figure something out? Is that how these are supposed to get used? This is not my idea. This comes from Broke Picks, 100%. But it just, I don't know, this particular tensioner, he had me use like a normal tensioner when he showed it to me, but this is my adaptation of what he told me to do. Jack Shu, hola. What is good? Funny, I don't own any Jimmy's bottom keyway, top of keyways, but I'm giving some away. Okay, I've got at least pin 1 to not immediately drop right back down. I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, maybe you can shed some light on that. Am I just overset when that happens, when the outer pin stays up? Spicy, is that safe to say? Aren't they just like wiper blade insert style picks? Or tensioners? What's the difference between them and, say, like the Reaper style? Gwen, hello. Okay. Yeah, I generally like to pick into it as well, but holding the tensioner is becoming somewhat of a feat when I start getting defeated like this. I'm not really sure why I get defeated like this, but I do. it gets mental. I start losing my train of thought on it. It's not really that hard of a lock, so. Really, I'm gonna have to take a look at those. Lockery, please stick around. You too, Quinn. It's good to have you guys. I need as much support as I can. I need a friend. That's what I need right now. I need a friend. This lock is kicking my ass. All of these have been kicking my ass tonight. That's usually what happens is everybody rallies together and then I get one monumental ass kicking open. Thank you. Hey, yo, Adrian. Yo, Grits. All right. Come on. If I felt like any sort of core rotation at all, I would consider it a win. Like even the slightest bit of core rotation would make me happy right now. Sometimes progress is as good as the actual open. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's, I guess, what I ended up doing with the guard is I ended up progressive penning from 3 just to get an idea of how it worked. Just lift it to the shear and you're open. That's it. Stop overthinking it. Such a simple solution, isn't it? What are we picking? I just look up to see that locker. That's the funniest thing I think I've seen ever. That's all there is to it. Insert. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Yeah, I don't know. This is ridiculous. It shouldn't be this hard. It should not be this hard, guys. Let's go with it ain't the turning tool that is the problem, but humor me. Okay. Maybe it was. I definitely got something off that. Yeah, this is actually quite comfortable, and it seems to apply a lot more rotational torque with less pressure than what I was doing before. Yeah, so I get some binding, I guess, on pin 1. I can see it, but then I don't hear it click. Yeah, 50 doesn't work, right? Am I crazy? No, 50 doesn't work. Maybe I need some of these other multi-picks that I have over here. I should probably just get some pliers and I love learning a new lock. Always makes you aware of yourself. And I will definitely look into Jimmy's Turners. %of your pick is tensioning, right? So I like having options. Awesome. If I get stuck one more time. It's funny when I watch some of you guys pick, like, your movement seems so precise. And then when I'm in here, I'm like, where is everything? Please share, because I am out of practice for sure. Yeah, I can get loud, but the wife's sleeping. Yeah, I think I might want a progressive on this, because I am having such a hard time feeling any sort of any sort of feedback. Although at this stage of the game, like, do I need to progressive pen, or do I just need to keep picking? Uh-oh. There we go. So I got 2 pins dropped, but I don't feel them setting. Yeah, sometimes it feels that way, like, but I spent days progressively pinned on the DeGuard, at least on the mortise, and I got it finally. It just sucks to have to go to that when you know you can pick the damn lock. It's like, I know I can pick 1100s. Do I really want to go back and progressive pin the damn things? Yeah, that's all I've had tonight are bashes, so I might just need to this just sits in there like that. Yeah. So if I remove this, we're okay. And that can sit there like that, and I don't have the tongs sticking off the back. There's a stiff spring in there. All right. Modular time. I love this modular. Magnetic modular, wonderful. Oh, that was not cool. That could have been the end of something. There we go. Okay, the pin and pins. I'm going to take out the back pins, I think, and just... I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That's because I saved that for when I brick. I'm so used to doing the... What is that all about? That's not on my clones. You just pin it a different way? Is that what that's all about? Is that like weeping holes? Well, since we're already taking it apart, we'll keep pinning it this way. But you're right. Bible. Why didn't I go down the Bible? Oh, yeah. That's right. There's the ding-dongs in there that you got to push in. Okay. That would be... Is that a gin? What is that? It's not a spool, but it's got a lip and it's shaped like a beer glass, kind of. That's a standard. Mushroom, okay. weird. It's the same lock, but it's very different. Very different than the guard, but it's the same lock. That makes me feel real old, brother. Tweezers. Shit, I remember when McDonald's still came in styrofoam packages. Stop doing things the hard way, Mr. Grits. You dumbass. There we go. All right, so we're down to 3. Can I get some sort of a win? Any win, small win, big win, any win. Yeah, no, it's good, thank God. You put it in and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I need to untension it a little bit. Kind of stupid. I don't like that weird pen. Thanks. I got them before I pick them now. Make them easier. Okay, I felt that pen set. That I felt. Yeah, I find it important for my learning process to gut locks, but I also find it's important for other people to see that what I've accomplished is real. There's a lot of bullshit on the internet, so you know, if you pretend like you got yourself an gnarly pick and it's only got two 2 pins in it. Like, sure, it looks like you got it, but looks like you speed picked it. But you didn't, you know, like, so I do it for my learning, and I do it for, you can't ask questions. You can't question whether I really did it or not. And it also shows other people who may be afraid to do it, or maybe having, you know, some people second guess their gutting abilities or whatnot. Like, just go for it. Just go for it. It's only in your best effort, or best interest. Now I can't tension this damn thing at all. All right, we're gonna go this route. I love me some NyQuil, man. Oh, I tell you. Love getting COVID. Love it. Because I curl up with a bottle of NyQuil. And there we go. We got some stuff happening. Maybe everything's just overset. But there's something happening now, at least. Before there wasn't. I feel like it's all down to this 1/3 pin now, which I could be completely wrong. I think this is my first experience with mushroom pens. And I am a huge fan of mushrooms in general, but not really liking the pens. What's going on, my man? Chris, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. We are not having a good go at it tonight. And we are resorting to relearning how to pick 5-pin interactive key pin and pin locks. And I need to pick another one for belt progression. It's funny when you get an accomplishment and then all of a sudden, like, you feel like, maybe I didn't get it. Maybe I didn't actually get that because the next one is 10 times harder than the first one. Yeah, this is definitely not the correct way to tension because now I don't feel anything anymore. Yeah, Rob, you probably got to be getting close by now, yeah? Sitting at 30. Anybody here, if you're not subscribed to Mr. Rob Picks, please give him a helping hand. He'd like to do some live streaming. Okay, so I got pins doing whatever the hell they want to do. So I'm just purely overset, I think. The outer pins are being stupid. Okay, pin 1 feels good. Okay, I got a slight bit of rotation off of pin 3, so now I go back for the inner pin on pin 1. And I'm completely overset now because I just went mashed potato-y on it. Make sure you keep releasing some footage like every couple of days, just so you got some consistency going on uploads. That'll help you a little bit. I'm just going through every tensioner in the business right now. I find I don't get any tension with some of these, like on the pens, but other ones give me tension, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's just the way the tensioner sits in there, but being at 3 pins, I feel like I'm not able to tension this right, and then all of a sudden it tensions beautifully, and then all of a sudden I can't tension it again. Just keep trying tensioners, that's the problem. Tensioning is the key. What do you mean the cap? Key works good. Are you talking about the end cap there? Yeah, no, it rotates very smooth. I've gotten the little rotation on it, but then all of a sudden, like when I get to the inner pins, we had a problem. There we go. Although I think I just overset it because it's stuck. And it doesn't feel like it wants to move. That's okay, we'll keep playing around though. We gotta learn what we're feeling for. Okay, that was good. PT levering, pulse tensioning. I got that correct? Oh, pushing up, yeah. I don't know. I don't feel things is the problem. I should have no problems with this, but like it starts out with great feedback and then all of a sudden I get nothing. And then all of a sudden it gives some feedback and then nothing. Yep. All right, that went in, but everything's stuck. So that's my overset, correct? I haven't picked one of these in damn near 2 weeks, so I'm forgetting exactly what the hell I'm doing. But I think you can probably see that pin in there. So that's 100% over. See, that's the inner pin, yeah? So that's overset. I guess I'm stating it for my own thought as well as asking. Three pins and I can't get the damn thing open. Unbelievable. It's as bad as picking that bylock. It's all right. Once I get it open, it's over with. I will know what I'm looking for. There's that feeling that I'm missing, obviously. Gotcha. All right, we're gonna give it one more shot, and then I'm gonna call it for the night. But now that I've got this lock here, I got 3 locks that need to get open. 2 challenges and this one. And they will be open before the weekend is over. That's what I gotta make sure that, okay, that's at maximum. Like I can't even turn my flag any further. So if I'm that far, I'm overset. Although this is a maximum, almost maximum pin. It's definitely binding on one. Okay, pin one I think is good. Come on, silly 3-pin. Okay, that was, the whole first pin is missing now. Both inner and outer. But it felt like the core rotated. So maybe that one's good. I'm hoping. Am I lying to myself? Okay, they're back. This is hilarious. I am struggling so hard with this stupid lock. We'll get her figured out, but I am not going to keep doing this, and you guys have been amazing at trying to support me through this. Sucks that it's come to this where I've got half the lock ripped apart to try and get it picked. No wins at all tonight, aside from hanging out with all you. Which is a pretty good win. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all coming. I am admitting defeat. I appreciate that, Chris. I am throwing in the towel for the night. I will not be live again until Sunday night at 11 p.m. We will be doing the giveaway. So, yeah, I'll get it. Thank you for the encouragement. I will get this. That is 100% for sure. When? No, that's a... I am going to show this off real quick, right? I am leaving these on the bench. So I don't lose them. I'm throwing tape on them. You don't know if anybody else has a habit of putting stuff on their bench and then things happen. And then you're like, where the hell did that go? That's what I am trying to prevent. Because if it's here for more than a couple of days, yeah, well, as you see, I don't use pinning trays very well. I have pinning mat, but I don't use much pinning trays. There we go. Beautiful shot of pin and pin right there. Beautiful shot. But if I use pinning trays, they would have covers on them for sure. Oh yeah, that's right. If you got cats, forget about it. Springs are, that's playtime, baby. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, no, I'm determination, stupidity, stubbornness, whatever we want to call it. I definitely have it. That's for sure. It's like, it's kind of like trying to solve the Rubik's Cube with no stickers at all. It's already there, but you got to accept that it's there. So, cool. Guys, thanks for hanging out. And I look forward to seeing all y'all putting out your own content. I love Spicy's content. Always good. Always high level. Makes me want to reach for the stars. But once this gets open and those 2 challenge locks get open, it is going to be full effect on getting into these. I might even just put this back to no wafers. Like, and just say, hell, I got to get it picked anyways. Yeah, with all that, I am going to head for bed. Have you guys a lovely evening. Yeah, buddy.